Getting a mortgage when you're retired. It always boggles my mind, but there's a lot of people when they retire that think, what bank's gonna lend to me? I can't get a mortgage. I gotta buy something with cash, or I'll never be able to refinance because I'm retired. No, guys, you can, I promise you. And it's easy, because I get that a lot too. I get, well, isn't it gonna be really hard? No, it's not gonna be really hard. So let's talk about some of the questions I get, and I will answer them for you so that we can overcome the mortgage when retired obstacle that you're thinking you have that you probably don't. Okay, so number one, are they really gonna give me a 30-year? Yes, you could be 104. We will give you a 30-year mortgage. It's not because we're predatory. It's because it's not our job to calculate your life expectancy. Also, it's discriminatory if we tried to. Seriously. And the bottom line is, we're not at a point where people are living longer every day. So yes, you can get a 30-year mortgage. Do not worry that it's going to be some special retiree mortgage where you have to pay it off in 5 years because we think you're going to die. That's horrible. I think you're going to live forever. I have faith in the fountain of youth. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, well, I don't have a job, so what are you going to use for income? Okay, well, how are you getting income right now? Do you have a pension? Do you get Social Security? Do you get IRA distributions? Are you living off of your dividends? You know, how are you having money to live? Because everyone's getting at least Social Security. Like, that's the worst case. The worst case is Social Security only. But yeah, you can qualify for a house with Social Security. We do it all the time. Now, can you buy $1 million house with just Social Security? No, not based on what I'm seeing right now with like the max people get. However, if you get Social Security and maybe you have a small pension, or maybe you're getting IRA distributions, we see a lot of that. We'll see 401k and IRA distributions. So when people retire, it's not uncommon that they set up with their financial planner that they're going to get a set amount of money every month from their accounts, you know, their retirement accounts, in order to live. Great, cool. I can use that as income. As long as there's enough money in that account where that distribution you're getting lasts for 3 years, I can use that as income. Okay, so it's really important for you guys to know that. And I don't know if there was like a video that went out that's like, when you're retired you get nothing. It's like, retirement loans are actually my favorite kind of. I mean, I love VA, I love everything, but I love retirement for two reasons. Number one, your guys' income's really cut and dry. It's not super complicated. That makes my job easy. I know it's selfish, but you guys know I'm going to be honest. So income's really easy to figure out. Two, you guys are usually up to something super fun. Like, I had a client recently, he and his wife moved from the East Coast. They were moving to the Villages in Florida. I was so excited for them. They're so excited. They closed. Like, they're gonna have such an amazing life. Like, that's what I love about the retirement loans too, is because, you know, sometimes it could be like, maybe you're moving states to be closer to your grandkids. Oh my gosh, send me pictures. Like, I love it. I'm getting chills. I really enjoy it. So that's the other thing to know, is that it's not hard for us to do. We enjoy it. So I never want you guys to think that now that you're retired, you're cash only. And we see this at all income levels. You know, once in a while I'll get a call from a prior client and they're like, hey, my mom wants to buy a house, but she thinks she has to spend cash. Is she crazy? And I'm like, oh my gosh, let me talk to your mom. And then I talk to mom, and mom's basically, when you're putting together like the pensions or, you know, the distributions or Social Security, mom's making over $70,000 a year. So of course we can get her a mortgage. It's just the same as if you had a job, except your job now is being retired. So we just look at those income sources. Those are the real big things. Usually the objections are, you know, people think we won't do a 30-year mortgage, and they think that since they don't have a job, they don't have income. You still are getting income. We just have to look at how you're getting it. And it's really not that complicated. We can use, you know, dividend income. People are like, wait, you can use that? Yeah, if you have a 2-year history, let's go. Lots of things we can use in order to help you guys get a mortgage. Now, if you're like, well, I won't get a mortgage for what I want because of my income. Well, that's a different conversation, because you know, I think that max qualifying or, you know, trying to get a mortgage that you can't afford with the income that's coming in, I think that's a terrible idea. Like overall, I think that's a terrible idea. Whether you're retired or you have a job, I think that you should always be looking at a mortgage that you can comfortably pay with whatever income is coming in. The key with retirement is you guys aren't always thinking about the income the same way a lender is. With retirement, we're often more creative. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you're thinking of retiring or you're retired and you need a mortgage and you're like, I don't know, can I do it? Do I? Just call me. We'll have a conversation. We can talk it out and tell me what your next adventure is going to be, because I want to know all about it. So as always, I'm licensed in 48 states. Please reach out, leave a comment. I am here to help. Thank you.